If you can, try and find Queen Elizabeth Elementary School, a noticeable place for a spacious schoolyard and an aged brick building. Go to the school playground on a Sunday evening, anytime between 6:25 p.m. and 6:45 p.m. And optionally, you can only bring one object with you. It could be a bike, your means of getting there perhaps, or camera, but nothing that could distract you from your surroundings. You will fail if you get far if you dare not focus on the schoolyard. Go to the swing set and pick the last swing on the right, and then swing. Optionally, you simply sit on it, but the process of it would take much longer. If everything is going correctly, you should see a child's form walking the perimeter of the grounds, waving a black bat. Do not stare at it for too long, or he will notice and run out of the schoolyard. At that point, if you have unknown amount of time to get that far away as you can from the school before he comes back. Continue swinging long enough and you'll hear him call out to you, heading towards you slowly from behind, only to look back at him once or twice at first. But as he gets closer, he will ask for your name. Under no circumstances you should ever reveal your name to him, as he'll ask you for more questions and you'll be forced to answer. He'll remember everything you tell him. While he is not able to hurt you with this, he likes to tell this to his friends, everything about the people he meets. Instead, just tell him politely that your name isn't important. He will then at first ask you from afar if you ever played baseball. Then the boy will stop and swing the bat. You'll notice he's approximately 7, with a blonde buzz cut and an oversized camouflage print hoodie, and then he's chewing on some sort of stick. You will not have enough time to identify what it is, but it had been described as a coffee stir stick, or even a long nail. This is when he'll ask you if you want to play baseball. This is when your last chance for you to leave. If you must, tell him that you aren't good at baseball, or maybe you just need to go home for dinner. The boy will try to pursue you to stay, and then maybe offer to teach you to play. But you turn him down politely and promise that other children will usually come around the grounds during that time, and then you will leave and go straight to your destination. If you do choose to play baseball with him, not only he will seem excited at first, but will lead you straight to the baseball diamond on the other side of the yard. He may not say much, but he mentioned that he's been looking for people to play with him for a while. His game of baseball, as it turns out, involves you throwing a ball to him as he hits it with his bat and runs around the diamond. You'll repeat this over and over again, and it isn't known how long it would be until the boy was content. It could be anywhere from 10 minutes to 3 hours. At any time, if you try to leave the game prematurely, he will try to persuade you to stay. You'll then notice that a different look on his eyes, looking directly at them, it'll give you a burning feel in your skull. Giving him an excuse or even staying will have no effect. And at this point, the best thing you could do for yourself is to run an adjustment to the street and throw yourself in front of a car. At least you can experience what the boy did to you. But play baseball with the boy all the way to the end. He'll come up to you, overjoyed, and he'll thank you for your time and give you the baseball. From there on, he will take his bat and go home. And if you are free to leave too. But exit in the opposite direction and do not turn around at all until you have gone back to left the grounds. When you reach a safe place indoors, you will now be able to steady the ball. There's nothing about it that appears odd, and it is simply battered old baseball. You could either display it or even play with it. But try stripping a small piece of the ball off and carrying it around in your pocket. You may experience a headache at first, but you'll notice a change of yourself afterwards. You'll be able to predict any accidents around you, and who knows of sneaking up behind you, and expect nearly anything out of the ordinary. Carry the piece with you long enough, and the power of it will absorb into the point where you don't need it anymore. Your friends will declare you are a psychic, but sometimes the weight of the power will give you bodily aches. Most likely you'll never meet that little boy again, but if you're the unlucky ones, and you see him in any form, you must turn right around and run as fast and far as you can, because he wants his baseball back. And that, my little pretties, was The Baseball Boy, a creepypasta. my final thoughts on the story, pretty good pasta actually. I am not gonna really like guarantee this, but at first I thought I wasn't gonna like this story, but I decided, because I never heard of it, I decided to, sit there and take a look at this story, and I actually found this one to be enjoyable. I actually really found this one to be a pretty good pasta. Now, when I first seen this story, I actually had to, take a look at this story because I've never seen this story. But I actually heard a few narrations from it, like a few of them from, Creepy Vegia, yeah, and I've also heard it from your average Brighton, Forbidden Tree, but I have also heard the story from Grim Readers and a few other people. And I actually really decided to check out this story because I've seen like a bunch of narrations of it, and it's a pretty good pasta. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good pasta actually. I really do find this one to be, an enjoyable pasta. It's really well made, and I actually found this one to be, having a really good concept. Now, the story, on the other hand, I have really fallen in love with the story. Like, it's really that good and well made. I like the concept of the story itself. I like the grammar that was put in the story, along with the sentence structuring and the storyline. And I really have to say, it's actually pretty good. So I really have to say that I really do like how the story went out. It's a pretty good, well made story. And I honestly found this one to be, quite an amazing concept. Now I'm definitely have to say, I actually heard a couple narrations of this online, so I thought, you know what? I think I should go ahead and give this a shot. It looks pretty good. So, with that being the case and with that being said, I really found this one to be pretty interesting. It's a pretty good pasta, and I really do find this one to be, quite amazing. So, with that being the case, that being said, the thing that kind of confuses me is about the boy on how he became, a baseball player to be here. Like, I have a feeling and a fury that there was a boy who used to play baseball a lot around his age, but died from whatever accident or something happened in the schoolyard in the field. So maybe that's why this protagonist is experiencing paranormal stuff happening. I think that's just what it is to me. But if you agree with my theory, that's perfectly cool, because you know what? I think this theory might be actually accurate. I'm not really too sure though, because I never really cared for baseball at all. Even when I was younger, I never really cared for it that much. But if you liked baseball, that's fine. If you like it, if you still don't like it, that's fine, because it's everyone's opinion. But anyways, with that being the case, that being said, found this story to be, a pretty good story, not gonna lie. And I really found this one to be, quite interesting and well made. So, anyways, with that being the case and that being said, like I'm gonna say, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions in regards to these creepypastas, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of this story would have to be a 9 out of 10. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 because it didn't really explain really much about why the boy, was, a ghost or a spirit or something. There was like no explanation to how he died or something. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure who the original author of this story is, so I'm gonna leave this as anonymous for now. If I ever find out who the original author is, like if the author manages to find this video and comments on it, I'll be sure to, give him or her proper credit. But anyways, what did you guys think about this story? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Feel free to leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comments section down below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you happen to be brand new here on this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro because I'm out.